Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another What I Eat in a Day video. I'm so excited to be back with 3 new meal ideas that you can incorporate in your low carb journey. So, we will be starting off with breakfast as always, and we have eggs, cheddar cheese, diced jalapenos, and a keto pancake mix that I ordered recently. So, I'm going to start off by making my batter, and I've been thinking about these waffles for a week now. And I came up with this idea. I've made these cheddar biscuits a while ago, and even though I'm using different ingredients, the flavor is very similar. So I'm going to be adding cheddar cheese. As you can see, I've already added the diced jalapenos, and I'm going to mix that. I did see that the batter was a little runny, so I added more of that pancake mix, and I'm just going to mix that together. I did add more jalapenos and then the rest of the cheddar cheese that I had in the bag. And I also, after I purchased the keto waffle mix or the pancake mix, that inspired me to purchase this mini waffle maker. So that is what I'm going to be using today. It's super convenient, and I will be using a little bit more of the mix than necessary. I don't really want it to be a heart shaped, even though, those are super cute. I do want the waffles to have more of a round shape because it will be a breakfast sandwich. So I've already made 2. There's one off to the side. So I'm going to go ahead and move on to making the bacon. So I'm using 2 pieces of bacon, and bacon, it cooks super fast. So again, the theme for our breakfast are low carb and quick. So I have my egg here, just 1 fried egg. I've already put the nonstick cooking spray in the pan, and that cooked up pretty quick. And now I'm going to build my sandwich. So I have the egg, the bacon, and it came out so amazing. The flavor of the jalapenos with the cheddar and the garlic seasoning really came together so nicely, and it kept me full for a long time. So I hope that you guys really enjoyed this breakfast recipe, and if you try it, please comment down below and let me know how it turned out. So next we're going to be moving on to lunch. So I have salmon here and butter, and then broccoli that I will be using. So very simple, only 3 ingredients, and of course seasoning. But we're gonna start off by defrosting the salmon, and then once that is ready to go, we are going to start seasoning it. So here I have a thick piece of aluminum foil because we will be creating a pouch to bake our salmon in. So now that everything is nice and defrosted, I'm going to start seasoning. And for this, I'm going to keep the seasoning very basic. I usually use a sazon with all, usually when I season my meats, but I will not be using that this time. Just the adobo, the Mrs. Dash garlic, and then the Old Bay seasoning. So now I'm going to season one side and then flip it over, and I'm going to do the same thing for the other side. So you want to make sure that when you season, whether it's pork chops or fish or chicken, that everything gets the same amount of seasoning on each side. So that is what I'm doing here. And now I'm going to add my broccoli, and I didn't bother cooking the broccoli. I mean, it's already cooked, it's just frozen, but I didn't bother defrosting it. All of that will take care of itself in the oven, and then it'll also help the fish stay nice and moist. So now we're going to be creating our pouch, and I've preheated the oven. While I'm doing this, it's ready for me to move on to my next step. So now I'm going to just make sure that my pouch is nice and secure so that all those flavors could stay in there and nothing runs out. So as you can see, I'm folding the corners and then I'm rolling it up and making sure that everything is nice and tight. So from here, I'm going to move my pouch into the oven. And if you guys have been watching my videos, you know that I have a favorite temperature. So comment down below if you know at what temperature I'm going to bake this fish. Let me know. And if you guess 450, you're correct. You know that that's my favorite temperature. So that is what I baked this salmon at, is 450 for 35 minutes. So now I'm going to slowly and carefully, because it is hot, open up this pouch. And once you see the inside, it's so amazing. I could eat this every day. I'm not, because then I would get tired of it, but I could eat it every day. At this point, I could eat it every day because it's so good. Everything, like the fish is so moist because all the flavors are, you know, packed tight in that the little pocket or the packet that we created. And the salmon is perfectly seasoned and super moist. So I'm going to show you guys here. I'm just showing you how the salmon is nice and cooked and taking like a little piece. And I end up eating the broccoli. Like, I wanted to show you guys, but then I also wanted to hurry up and sit down and eat. But this is what lunch is. Super moist and full of flavor. And I eat it out of the aluminum foil. I don't take it out. I eat it right out of the aluminum foil. I don't even take it out of the pouch. And that is how I ate that lunch. And again, if you guys try this out, let me know. Come back and let me know how you enjoyed it. So our last meal of the day is dinner. So I made the family pot roast. And as you can see, it has corn and carrots and potatoes, which are not low carb. So I will not be eating that, the potatoes and the carrots, but I will be adding the beef to a low carb tortilla. So very quickly, I'm toasting that in a pan. I put some nonstick cooking spray, and I like using my hands. You know, of course, you could be a lot safer and, you know, use a utensil, but I just wanted to make sure that it was nice and toasted. And as you can see, there's a little bit of corn in there, and I'm not gonna worry about that. Like I've told you guys before, I'm not super duper strict with certain things. That's just crazy to me. So I'm fine if a little bit of corn makes it in there. So I'm adding mozzarella cheese, and I'm going to melt that cheese, put it in the microwave for 1 minute. Super simple. Like, my family, that pot roast has been cooking for pretty much the entire day. So that, you know, it didn't need much supervision. So dinner was already, you know, very simple. And just because I'm eating low carb doesn't mean that I can't enjoy what they are having. I just have to change certain things. So I have mine with my low carb tortilla. The cheese is nice and melted. And there we go. That is dinner. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let me know what you would like to see down below. See you guys next week, and thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.